Hi again, owls. I've got another book to read to you today about kindergarten. This one's called Kindergarten Rocks, and it is by Katie Davis. And this is about a little boy who's going to start kindergarten, and his big sister also goes to the school, because I know a couple of you have that situation where you have a big brother or a big sister who's going to be at school with you next year. I am Dexter Dugan, and I know everything about kindergarten. This is because I'm actually going to be a kindergartner very soon. Next month, practically. You guys have a couple more months. Couple months. Oh, but guess what his big sister said? It's next week, Dexter. I am an expert because my big sister Jessie went there too one time. My dog Rufus is an eensy beensy bit scared about kindergarten. You don't have to be scared about kindergarten, Dex. You're going to love it. He says his dog is scared, right? Jessie went to kindergarten a long time ago. But she still remembers it even though she's going into 3rd grade. Rufus is scared I'll get lost on the way to school. The bus driver knows the way. Don't worry, kindergarten rocks. So, in the book I read the other day, they walk to school. He's going to take a bus. Some of you are going to walk, some of you are going to take a bus, some of you are going to get a ride from mom and dad. It just depends. When Jess went to kindergarten, she wasn't big like she is now. I was a shrimp like you, meaning he was short. So you can see where they've marked where Jess used to be and where Dexter used to be. J for Jess, D for Dex, and see how they've gone up the years. She wrote like me, and she drew like me too. So there you can see the J for Jessica, whoops, J for Jessica, and the D for Dexter. I got Jessie to help me make a list of things Rufus was scared about. I'm not worried though. Looks like a lot of things that Rufus is worried about. Kindergarten will be a piece of cake. No problem. I can't wait. Does he look excited? I think he looks a little bit nervous. When the bus came the next morning, the driver seemed like he knew what he was doing, so I got on. So he got on the school bus. There's his mom saying goodbye. And now he's talking on the bus. Jess, Rufus is scared I might get lost. You won't. But what if I do? You won't. But what if I forget to make a map and I get lost then? You won't. I might. You won't. But what if I do? I'm not that lucky, said his sister. Rufus was still worried, but Jessie had a great idea. If Rufus gets scared, just give him a hug. When we finally got to school, I couldn't wait to see my classroom. Does it look like he can't wait? Looks like she's pulling him in. There are some kind of good surprises about kindergarten. Hi, Dexter. I'm Mrs. Sugarman. I'm your teacher. Does she look nice? I think she looks nice, and the room looks really nice too. For one thing, my friend Joey from preschool was there. Rufus was so happy to see him, he forgot to worry. So he just happens to know somebody. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't know somebody. But you all made friends this year, so you're all gonna do great. We made art. I think Rufus wants to lick the spoon and cooked food, so he didn't want to lick the art spoon. He wanted to lick the food. And smushed Play-Doh. I got to write letters, which you all are awesome at, and build a gigantic tower and play in the imagination station and look at books. Those are all things that you do now. Then we went to the library. Some schools call it the media center. That's where you go if you want to know about snails or soccer or outer space or shark guts. You can borrow a whole book all about it and keep it practically forever. At lunch, you get to eat with all of your friends in the cafeteria. It's exactly almost like a restaurant. But then what happened? He said, "Oh no." And they're like, "You're gonna get in trouble because you spilled something." But do we get in trouble if we spill something? Everybody makes mistakes, right? Even Miss Denise made mistakes this year, right? And there are people called custodians who clean the whole entire school, and they help you even when you spill your milk by accident and you're scared you'll get in trouble. And this is a man janitor. Custodian, sorry. He says, "How about I wipe this up for you?" He says, "Thank you." After lunch, everyone goes to recess. Joey says you can't get lost playing I Am a Monster and You Are a Powerful Monster Getter, because if someone's always chasing you, how can you get lost? Then it's time to go in. Wait a second, where is Rufus? Rufus is gone. Rufus is lost. Uh-oh. I think he's a bit upset here. Why don't we get Jesse to help you find him? So he goes and gets his sister, but you could also get a friend. Your teacher will help you. Maybe I left him in the cafeteria. So they walk to the cafeteria. They go by the boys' bathroom. Sometimes your class will have a bathroom right in it, so it depends. They go by the art room. Then they go, let's see, he said, "Come on, we can check the library. It's down the hall," because he had been to the library. And then he goes by the music room and the custodian closet. And he goes by the gym. And then he said, "Let's see if he's on the playground." And they go to the playground, but they haven't found Rufus. He says, "Rufus is lost." She said, "Don't worry, I'm sure he's okay." Do you think Rufus is okay? Do you think somebody's gonna find him? Sorry, let me get this page. Okay. Rufus is gone. We couldn't find him anywhere. Wait a second, there he is. He's not lost. Do you see him? Rufus was so happy to see me, he knew I'd find him the whole time. And then he said, "You're staying home from now on," because he doesn't want to take a chance that he'll lose him again. So then on the way home, he said, "I'm going to learn lots of stuff in kindergarten, but the thing I learned today was kindergarten rocks." And his sister said, "I told you so." So he had some ups and downs in the day, but overall it was a great day. So again, I know you guys are going to have a great time in kindergarten, but for the meantime, I will still see you guys. And next week we have a special surprise for you guys. We're going to have a parade. So I will talk to you guys, some of you tomorrow, and I'll see all of you next week. So I'll see you later. Bye.